Hello and welcome back to the Cove with more BattleTech. Well, today we have a new flashpoint, the baying of hounds. So, since it's only a couple of weeks away from expiration, well, and we're already here, we may as well go ahead and take it now. So, medium length engagement, consecutive deployments, and some rare items on offer. Mechs are going to be light, but that's all fine by me. We've got some very solid mechs, and our employer is the Kell Hounds. You aren't going to believe this, but Morgan Kell, the Morgan Kell of the Kell Hounds, wants us for a job. This isn't the sort of offer you say no to. Okay, well, let's see what we have to do. You're here. Good. I was wondering if you'd accept my invitation. We aren't in the habit of snubbing legendary MechWarriors, Kell. When we received your summons, we made following up our top priority. I will confess to some surprise at finding you here. The last I heard, you were living in exile at the St. Marinus House Monastery on Zanaya. You heard right. I left off to my own devices. It's where I would be right now. And yet we're all here, orbiting a lifeless hunk of rock in the periphery. Care to tell us why? A few months ago, I received a message from a woman I knew in a different life. My first love, Tempest. Turns out, I've got a daughter by her, Megan, and I never knew that the kid existed, but she's got my eyes, and she and her mum are in serious trouble. Now, if you knew anything about Tempest, you'd know how rare it is for her to put out a distress call. She's one of the most genuinely dangerous women I've ever known, and that's saying a lot. To hear her ask for help set off alarm bells that I could not ignore. Okay, so what kind of trouble are they in? A life-threatening kind. Some mercenary outfit, the Beasts of Balawat, but has been chasing them across the periphery, shadowed them all the way here to Viribium. My guess is the Tempest Guard figured that a dead planet would be as good a place as any to hide. She and Megan and a handful of bodyguards have been hiding out here, waiting for the cavalry to arrive. And that's us, I take it. Yeah, that's you. When I smuggled myself away from Zanaya, I convinced my brother Patrick to loan me a lance of Kellhounds for the trip, so I can support you, but only as a last resort. If the galaxy at large learned that I'd left the monastery, things could get messy. Understood. Do we have an extraction plan for Megan and Tempest? Yes, Tempest and her bodyguard have identified a functional starport not far from their current location. While the structure has been lying dormant for God knows how long, it still has functional life support and guidance systems. If they can reach it, we should be able to safely extract them from the planet's surface, but there's a complication that you're going to have to deal with first. I've spent the last few days doing scanning sweeps of the planet's surface. I picked up a Beasts of Balawat lance near the convoy's position, and their comm chatter suggests that they're packing a modified stalker. It's a missile boat, a walking LRM platform with enough long-range firepower to wipe out the entire convoy. We can't risk moving Tempest and Megan while that thing is on the field. I need you to drop your lance, eliminate that stalker, then get the convoy to its destination. And you and your Kellhounds will be waiting in orbit while we do all of this? That's right. I half suspect this entire situation is a setup. That someone is targeting Tempest and Megan to get to me. If that is true and I drop in person, I could be signing their death warrants. Bait loses its value after the trap has been sprung. You get me, Tempest and Megan, and then we'll figure out what to do with the Beasts of Balawat. When this whole episode is been put to bed, I'll return to Zanaya and you'll walk away a whole lot wealthier. Do we have a deal? Okay, we have a deal. We're in. That's good, Commander Mikhailov. I don't have a lot of friends out here. It's reassuring to know that you've got my back. Go out, take out that stalker, and then get my family back to me. I'll be waiting. Okay, so looks like a bit of a rescue mission is in order. Should be interesting. Again, stalkers can definitely have a decent amount of firepower, so It'll be curious to see one of those. Alright, now the good news is we've already got one in our mech base, so we're not really looking for a new one, but yeah, I think the money's going to be where we go. We can't even salvage the full thing, so I think it's going to be more economical to go for the pay. It is a 3.5 scale mission in lunar environments, so very penalizing, but we should be good. So the beasts of BattleTech have units scattered across this basin. More importantly, they've got a monster LRM boat that needs to go down before we can try to move the convoy to a landing site. It's an assault mech, Stalker class, heavily modified for indirect fire. Destroy it and proceed to the rendezvous site. Okay then. Now remember that Viribium is an airless planet. Watch your heat levels out there. Okay, good for us to know. We'll take all the money as we can't even salvage a full mech. So that will do. Alright, now we're definitely dropping the Griffin and the Phoenix Hawk as well as the Crab. A little bit too toasty for this situation. I think the Marauder though could be good. We do have some nice little modifications to that thing. Incredibly heat efficient. So that'll be fine. Anything else we want to bring? The Rifleman's not a terrible... Oh, wait a second. Heat efficiency. Hang on a second. Alpha Strike is 92. Heat sinking is 33. How is the heat efficiency that good? I feel like that's a bug. That is not good at all. I guess maybe we threw on the heat bank and that might have messed things up a bit. Yeah, okay. Well, shutdown. Yeah, that's now 120 heat. Alright, well, we're definitely not bringing that out. That's way too much heat for us to dissipate in such an environment. I think the Zeus should be fine with its LRMs, assuming we keep the pulse lasers offline. And then... maybe the Highlander. What have we got here? Again, pretty toasty. What else is there? Battlemaster. I suppose if we turned off a weapon, we'd be fine. Black Knight's got some machine guns. Alright, maybe that's not a bad plan. Yeah, maybe that's something we can do. That might be useful as well. The Warhammer, no, that's not quite right. Okay, so I think we'll bring out the Black Knight, and then maybe just for some fire support, we'll bring out the Cyclops. Yeah, let's bring out the Cyclops. I think that's a fair call. So at least this will boost up our initiative, so that Stalker shouldn't get a turn in the order of things. I think that seems reasonable. In fact, yeah, we'll just quickly shuffle a few things around. We will bring out Headhunter for that Marauder. The Black Knight. Let's see. Yeah, we'll keep you there. Do we want multi-targeting? Yeah, we probably do. So I think we'll just fire our LRMs at a single target. I think that's going to be the way that we play this. Either that or, you know what? Never mind. That's a much better situation to have as far as pilot skills are concerned. Alright, so let's go ahead and deploy and see just how dangerous this Stalker is and its company that it keeps. Alright, well, we have the Leopard all loaded up. It's time to head on down.
Command interface initiated.
The Beasts of BattleTech's modified Stalker should be somewhere in this area of operation, Commander. It's designed to obliterate targets from range, but it'll be vulnerable in close quarters combat. I'd advise you get up in its face and engage it with short range weaponry. We need to extract Megan and Tempest as quickly as possible, so watch your armor. There won't be time to repair or refit your mechs between missions. Okay, we understand the urgency, Kell. Don't worry. We'll get you and your people back to you. Alright, so noted. We have reinforcements. We have enemy units, as well as the extra fellow there. So very important that we go ahead and kill things off quickly. If we do not manage to do so, I'm sure we're going to start suffering some sustained LRM fire. So,
Copy
the
that.
sooner we take out the spotter, the better. Alright, I think at this point we'll just follow the road.
Copy that.
Try and travel as far down as possible.
Copy that.
We'll try and make light work of whatever they have. Alright, so far only one mech. And a... oh, no, make that two. There's a locust. Alright, easy shot to swing past our Cyclops. Let's see if anybody else is in the area.
This looks like a prime spot for an ambush. Be careful, Commander. You don't want to get caught in a crossfire.
Okay, that sounds like they're moving in towards us, but that's okay. Now, if no one else pops up, I'm honestly not going to advance that far. It's not really in our benefit. What we want to do is just take out what can see us and prevent any excess fire coming our way.
Waiting for orders.
So, for now, you know what? The Cyclops is probably one of the weaker firepower mechs. Let's go ahead and start obliterating the locust. And if we can take that out, that would be ideal. Although, it's not a guarantee. Maybe we just wait. Yeah, our evasion's not going to be this good for a bit.
Waiting for the shot.
Alright, so that seems like they have a rifleman there. 60-ton firing autocannons. Could be a dragon. They do have... actually, you know what? Maybe it was a dragon. Either way, we'll soon see. They have a Phoenix Hawk with some flanking. That's going to be irritating. So we definitely want to take that out. Mind you, they're not exactly a cool mech to run. So I'm somewhat okay with things. Let's go ahead and... what do we do?
What's up, boss?
You know what? We move the...
How's it going?
oh, wait a second. We want a rangefinder if possible. Did we have one on the Cyclops? Yeah, the Cyclops is in better position, so I guess we're going to go ahead and move on up. I was hoping that we'd be able to target multiple things and destroy them, but I suppose it may not be an option. So, let's use the Zeus. We'll fire maybe a singular medium pulse. Oh, wait a second. Oh, that's actually a pretty terrible...
Yes, Commander.
okay, hang on a second. What have we got that's got some decent accuracy? I guess technically the Marauder.
Standing by.
Alright, you know what? Let's just bring up the Cyclops and that way we can at least fire at multiple targets sooner than later. Yeah, maybe the Rifleman is a good shot with the Zeus. Yeah, we'll see what we can take out. And they have an 85-ton mech in the back. We know it's not the modified Stalker because the this would pop up otherwise. But, oh well, it is what it is. Alright, so, Cyclops. Let's go ahead and aim... I think we almost aim entirely on the Locust and see about removing that thing. Yeah, in fact, we're going to drop off all of our LRMs and we'll go... maybe we just fire 3 medium lasers. 60%'s not phenomenal, but it's still a decent chance of taking out some of the mechs, so I guess we'll start with that.
Engaging target.
Alright, well, never mind about that idea. A scratch on the arm is not going to do too much.
Good to go.
Alright, what have we got over here? Well, I suppose our pulses are doing better against the Locust. That's nice. Then LRMs against the Rifleman. I think that's the way that we're going to have to play this one, so let's march on up. Let's go ahead and pick our targets. And you know what? 55. Do we go for the kill or do we maybe make the Phoenix Hawk more targetable? You know what? Maybe we do go ahead and just send one in that general direction. You never know. If we... actually, we're not going to be able to do any real damage. You know what? I think it's worth just leaving as originally planned.
Multiple targets confirmed.
Alright, so some solid damage there. 2 misses with the pulses is painful. And now comes the question of enemies. Do we have any indirect fire coming our way? Not yet. Okay. So how are you looking? You're down to 82. Your leg's pretty beaten up. Let's see, the rangefinder suite, yep. Phoenix Hawk's untouched and this thing is still kicking.
Yes, boss.
Alright, I think at this stage we've got pretty good shots here on that Locust. We could send the large lasers at the Rifleman. It could be enough to kill. I think maybe that's what we run with. I don't think getting any close is going to be particularly helpful. No, so that'll have to do.
On the move.
Alright, so large lasers hopefully will hit center of mass. These will drop off, say, the 255s, just to preserve some of our heat, and then... yeah, that should be good.
Engaging multiple targets.
Still not quite what we were hoping. Alright, can we take out the Locust? Yes, we can.
Go time!
Alright, well,
Target eliminated.
a bit of extra work, but at least it paid off. And now, with our Marauder, where can we target? Well, I suppose we could go for a precision shot on the Phoenix Hawk. The Rifleman is out of range, so I suppose
On my way.
we'll see what we can do. And again, we're not going for anything too crazy here. We just need to take it out. So 2/3 of a chance to take out that center torso. It only has 115 points in the center. It is definitely doable. We could burn through all of this first, but that's going to chew up a whole heap of our extra damage. But if anything hits, it's more probable that it'll take it out. It also takes out the vectored thrust kit as well. What else? A medium laser. You know what? I think we go for the kill. I think we can possibly do this, so that's what we're aiming for. Alright, good work.
Hostile removed.
Okay, now that we've got left are a couple more enemies. Alright, luckily our assault mech can tank that.
MechWarriors, show 'em what you got!
Okay, so this makes me think that these reinforcements are either too far away for LRMs, or they're going to have a bit of direct fire.
Receiving you.
Yeah, not fantastic, but we can make it work. What have we got over here? 2 larges. Okay, you know what? I think jump jets might be in our next order of business. There we go. That's far better. We can take out that Rifleman. We can see whatever that mech is back there. We will generate a fair chunk of heat, but I think everybody should be able to eliminate what's left. So we might have a round of downtime to cool back down.
Firing jump jet.
So that's what we're running with. They have a Battlemaster 1S back there. Okay, well... yeah, we don't really have the weapon range right now, so this is what we're going to do. And you know what? There's no point in not going for the kill. Let's go for the precision strike. Oh, let's go for the precision strike on the Rifleman. Hang on a second. There we go. And that should hopefully be the kill. In fact, I'm very sure that we will get this, so maybe we just turn off a couple of extra weapons just to save us a bit of heat.
Roger that. Target confirmed.
Come on, people, let's make it happen!
Alright, well, that's very good that that worked out. Now let's bring Rannoch forwards. We've got a pretty good firing solution, so
Heading out.
let's go ahead and go for the kill. You know what? A little bit of extra salvage of a Battlemaster would never hurt. Let's go for the headshot. Just see if we can roll the dice after the fact and get some salvage here.
Firing. All weapons.
Alright, well, there goes the meat.
Enemy down.
Okay, and combat is over. So everyone has a nice little chance to cool on down a bit. We'll bring the Cyclops up over here. We're going to try and get everybody to focus in on the primary objective.
Moving out.
We'll try and cool off.
Acknowledged.
and see what we can see.
Roger.
Oh, okay.
Go time!
Well, we're back to it. It looks like they're bringing in a 40-ton mech to try and protect.
Holding
Oh, well,
for
sorry.
the right opportunity.
Sorry, trying to outflank us, but it looks like they're taking things defensively. Well, I guess
Reserving action.
we'll see if anyone gets close enough to ping our sensors.
Waiting for the right move.
No one's here? Well, that's definitely where we were told they were going to be.
Waiting for orders.
So, let's march. Actually, we've got LRMs
Commander.
over there, LRMs
Waiting
here.
for orders.
Let's get the Black Knight sprinting forwards. We'll go down to here.
All right, let's see what this thing can do.
We don't get eyes. Oh, there's the Stalker. It's definitely close, just not
Commander.
quite.
What do you need?
And then Rannoch. Oh, we can even sprint, get eyes on targets. That's very nice. Yeah, I see no reason not to.
Roger.
Alright, so a Stalker 3F. What are those things loaded with? 3 LRM-20s. Oh, ho, ho. That's a solid amount of weapons, alright. How's its armor looking? Fairly solid. Yeah, 213 points of armor on the center. That's pretty decent. Yeah, it's not a shabby mech. Not a shabby mech at
Standing by.
all. Alright, so you know what? We
Ready for orders.
still need to move along. I think we'll prepare for the reinforcements. I have faith in our friends. So what we're going to do is... Oh, wait a second. We're not going to be able to reach them, are we? I was about to say maybe we sensor lock, but I guess... that's just not going to happen. Oh well, we'll make our way across.
On the move. Full speed.
Yeah, at least we'll be ready to be prepared to deal with the others. We've got a 70-ton mech as well as that 40-tonner.
Waiting for orders.
The Cyclops up over here, we will... I don't know, I guess we'll park up on top of the
Orders
hill.
received.
Better accuracy is better than not, and you know what? Just for the sake of things, if heat's not much of an issue, maybe we just fire off a couple of LRMs to decrease its evasion.
Taking the shot.
Our primary target is taking damage.
Alright, so to the top of the round.
Let's do this.
We're in a very profitable position here. We have... Yep, we have a full salvo
Moving out.
of all bar guaranteed hits. So let's go ahead and remove that from... yeah, let's complete our contract first.
Here it comes.
Oh dear, he survives.
Critical hit, Commander.
Ruh-roh. Not what I prefer, but it is what it is. We almost managed to take out the head. Only 32 points left. We hit that left torso pretty heavily. Yeah, we hit that with the Gauss.
Good to go.
It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Good news is, though, we do have jump jets. We've got lots of heat threshold as well. Maybe if we jump... we can't quite get those machine guns online. So I suppose that will have to be good enough. Although we're going to need to outflank, so you know what? We'll actually go ahead and jump a little bit further.
Boy.
That way,
Here we go.
on the next turn, we can jump down here or, you know, to navigate the terrain that little bit easier. And because we are going for the kill, let's make sure that we fire all of our weapons. We'll go for the headshot. It's a decent number of a chance. Sure, let's go for the headshot.
Target acquired.
Alright, and well done. That's one walking artillery platform down, Commander. Proceed to the LZ and I'll get you to that convoy. Alright, very good. That is our primary concern done away with. We are... oh, yep, here we go. Direct fire, as originally hypothesized. They have a Cicada 3C. Oh, yeah. I guess a PPC with legs is all good. We can manage that. Our Cyclops, let's travel and fire off some LRMs. We'll walk I don't really know where is a good spot for you, but I guess it gets us closer. And we'll fire off all of our weapons. Make sure all of them are enabled for now, and we'll deal with the rest at a later date. Do we want to slow this thing down? Nah, I think we'll be all good.
Target locked.
Alright, more LRMs from a 65 tonner. I think that's not
Yes,
going to be
Commander.
too bad. We'll bring... oh, you know what? There's one more mech making its way towards us. Maybe... Hang on a second. If we reserve... Can we get that nice and close? I want to see if we can get our flamer online. Anything that's going to mess with the enemy on the next round is always preferred. And again, it's not like we don't have decent
Receiving you.
armor as well as... yeah, decent evasion. So I was pretty happy with that. Let's march on forwards. We will choose to... I think... Let's see, that catapult, the LRMs, we can probably survive, although they do have some decent damage. We've got the grasshopper, that's definitely more of a concern. And then there's the cicada, which I don't think I care that much about. You know, let's go for a precision strike on the grasshopper here. We'll see what we can do damage-wise, but if not, it'll slow down its initiative and we can get closer and bring the flamer online on the next turn.
Engaging with target.
MechWarriors, show 'em what you got.
Alright, well, that was a very solid salvo.
Commander.
That went well. A Black Knight, we are going to jump on down. We'll fire off at the cicada. Actually, we'll... Oh, okay, we really do need that extra bit of range. Alright, we'll take what we can
Engaging
get.
subject.
Alright, let's fire at you. We'll turn off... yeah, we'll turn off both of those. That'll have to be decent. Let's go ahead and see if that'll do. Alright, well, there's an injury
Bonus
or
connection on
two.
that one.
That is good news. PPC is disabled. Only a single machine gun. Alright, so this thing's going to go and try and do some melee.
Waiting for orders.
And then, you know what? We're fairly far. Maybe we just go ahead and finish off the cicada with the marauder. Yeah, I think that's probably the way that we do this. It's, I think the best value for money.
Roger that.
Alright.
Eliminated.
There we go. That is sorted.
Standing by.
Dancing Queen in the Cyclops. Let's fire at the... I guess we'll fire at the catapult? Yeah, sure. Might as well make it a bit less evasive.
Gotcha.
Alright, using jump jets. That is a curious choice right there. I'm not sure if jump jets were really necessary for that thing. That's definitely pushed up its heat. But as for our Zeus, let's march you... Actually, hang on a second. Where is it most broken? On the right-hand side of its torso? Okay, can we get to the right side of the grasshopper? Not exactly. Okay, well, in that case, head-on is probably where we wish to be. That would give us the flamer, the pulses, and everything else. So that is where we will go. LRMs are not phenomenal, but at the same time too, I think we can make do.
Roger.
Yeah, do we go ahead and fire a precision shot? You know what, we probably should. We'll boost up the probability of some of those LRMs hitting their target, and more likely to take this thing down. So let's see if we can cook this thing.
Locking in all weapons.
Come on, people. Let's make it happen.
Alright, well, that is one problem sorted.
Standing by.
Now what we have to do is find our way closer to this thing. We'll go...
Yep.
Actually, oh, you know what? I might be able to finish this here and now.
Location confirmed.
If you can get this shot, we might be rather lucky.
Target confirmed.
Okay, well, close but not quite. We still hit the target. Yeah, we just hit this torso. Fair enough.
Good to go.
Alright, well then, that leaves you over here. We'll go ahead and we'll have to turn off a bit of weaponry. I'm thinking... we'll turn off the... Actually, you know what? They've got the most damage. We'll leave them in there for now. We'll turn off another 2 medium lasers. It's still a decent amount. And then... you know what? Here we go. We'll just keep on throwing in more damage into where it's already broken.
Locked on target. That hit something good.
Alright, so that's a good half of its weapons out of the picture. It's almost cooked with what's left. The Cyclops can now just go ahead and... You know what? I don't even think we need to move along. No, you can just open fire. Alright, and it's unsteady, so it's definitely not going to be moving that much. And then here we go. It seems... 95% across the board. Hang on a second, it already is. We're going to have to turn off a pulse regardless of what we do. Does the flamer generate any heat? It doesn't. Okay, you know, let's see if we can make this thing, Yeah, we're going to see if we can make that thing burn. Alright, so let's go ahead and turn off that pulse. And goodbye.
On it.
Scratch another target.
That's a kill.
Alright, well done. Managed to wipe out the Op4. Can do an extract right now. Nice one, Commander. Hang on tight. I'm going to take you directly to the next AO.
Mission successful.
Well, that I am okay with. We managed to do so with very minimal damage. Yeah, definitely a little bit weaker with that Cyclops firing those LRMs, but at the same time too, that extra bit of initiative did keep things nice and easy for us to control. Alright, so our payout was increased for destroying the enemy units as well as the reinforcements, and of course the mission complete. So that's 1.3 million C-bills. That will do very well. The Cyclops got no kills, but again, definitely contributed well to the Lance, making sure we had that extra bit of accuracy, that extra bit of damage reduction and initiative. Alright, and it looks like our choice to shoot the Battlemaster's pilot out of his cockpit was a good choice. We've now finished a new Battlemaster, and we're working on another Rifleman 3C. Very, very solid salvage right there. Okay, well now what we need to do is see if there's anything we need to learn as we jump off the leopard at the next AO.
That mech you asked for is cleared for fighting.
Okay, so Yang has overlooked our new mech. It seems to be good, so we'll go ahead and prepare that for selling. And then... Oh, we should probably read the details here. So this is an escort mission, still 3.5 skulls in the lunar environment. With the LRM Stalker down, you should be clear to rendezvous with the Tempest's convoy. Escort the vehicles to the pickup point and get them there in one piece. All other considerations are secondary. Okay, so a bit of money, bit of salvage. Alright. Alright, so in theory we've already done the heavy lifting on this one, but keep your eyes open. We still don't know why the beasts of BattleTech are chasing Kell's people. Alright, also too, I keep on looking at this and feel like I'm saying it completely wrong, because there is a town that I visited as a kid, Ballarat, and yeah, very, very, very similar, but oh well, it is what it is. Also too, I don't think it's fair that we change out our Lance as, well, after all, we are meant to be deploying from one location to the other, so we will play it through, and we'll see how that goes. Okay, so packed up into the Leopard, and we're ready to drop at the next location. Let's go ahead and see.
Command
how bad things are
interface
going to be.
initiated.
Alright, the convoy is holed up near this location, Commander. They're surrounded by battle mechs, flying the colours of the beasts of Barawat. You may have taken out their fire support, but they're still in the fight. These mercs are sinking a lot of resources into chasing after your people, Kell. Either they've got a bone to pick with you, or their client does. Priorities, Oliveria. I'll deal with the mercs after my people are safe. Kell out. Alright, fair enough. That is a decent thing. Deal with one problem at a time. So our capture zone is down over here, and then... yeah, we've got some enemy units. We're going to have to figure out where we need to travel, though, for exfiltration. I'm guessing we're passing this... yeah, there we go. That looks like a leopard landing site. Alright, we'll go ahead and get into position. We need... actually, you know what? Maybe sprinting through this base is the best thing for us. Alright, let's see what we can do.
I've got something.
Oh, and we have contact. A 60-ton vehicle, another 80-ton vehicle. The Zeus can see one, but not the other.
Let's do this.
The Black Knight. You know what? Maybe the Black Knight. Yeah, you've got some jump jets. We'll move you over here, and then we can always jump back down if we have rough terrain.
On my way.
Alright, so they have a Demolisher, but in incredibly poor health.
Receiving you.
That is fine by me. Let's bring the Marauder up over here, and the Zeus.
On my way.
There we go. Alright. And combat time.
Good to go.
So, the Black Knight. Let's go ahead and... you know what? I'm almost thinking jumping might be the best thing. Yeah, that does put us up a little bit higher. We can shoot from up over here. Hang on a second. What else have we got? Not much else. In fact, you know what? Maybe some LRMs wouldn't be a bad plan.
Yep.
It could be done. Marauder can get
Standing
shots
by.
here. Okay.
Yeah.
What I'm thinking we're going to do is, first of all, let's reserve and check that there's nothing else around. That'll be number 2. Whatever you are is... you're number 1. You'll be whatever is at initiative 2. I think we see if we can draw it to us. See if there's any other vehicles as well, and we'll, we'll make a start. Alright, so... they have some kind of LBX Demolisher back there, would be my guess. With some
Commander?
extra initiative. Our Cyclops can get visual.
I'm there.
Okay, so they've got a lot of vehicles instead of mechs. I guess that makes a bit of sense. What do we see? PPC, LRM 10, Demolisher. Alright, for now, what have we got? That's 25, 50, and another 90 points of damage. I suppose we can see if we can take this thing out and get the Black Knight facing our other front.
Run. Target confirmed.
Alright, and a little too scattered, so no good there. Alright, those buildings
Barely hit, Commander.
providing good cover, although I'm pretty sure we heard some screams. That's not good for whoever was inside that.
Receiving you.
Oh well, we can't do much about that. So, on to the next, hey. LRMs, we could follow up there with maybe an LRM 10. Yeah, it should be more than enough. Let's see. Maybe we just split the damage. 1, 2, 3. There's 4 of them there. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. Let's move up.
Coordinates received.
And then, what is it? This one, that'll be the LRM 10. And then we'll send the 15 at the Manticore.
Multiple targets confirmed.
Close but no cigar. Oh well. And the Demolisher continues to survive. Huh.
Come on, people. Let's make it happen.
Alright, well, definitely not what I had in mind. Yeah, we got very close to getting the kill, but, well, close enough isn't good enough. And then the Demolisher, yeah, all out of armor in a couple of locations.
Yes, boss.
Unfortunately, we definitely need to go ahead and take that down, otherwise we will be in a world of trouble. Actually, speaking of such... Ooh. I reckon we could probably hit that with, weapons, you know what? Sure.
Engaging jump jet.
We'll go ahead and split the fire here, so those large lasers can go over there. Yeah. And then the rest over here, we'll go ahead and turn off. I don't know. Do we only need 3 to hit? They're all at 95%. You know what? Just to be on the safe side, we'll add on a couple of extras.
On it.
Alright, well,
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
not having AC-20s fire at us is always a good thing. So, let's go ahead and sprint that Marauder on up.
On my way.
We'll have some nice protection there. Oh dear, hang on a second. I wasn't quite thinking he was going to be able to see us. But it appears it is just a Manticore.
Waiting
Okay.
for orders.
And he must have sprinted, so we're all safe. Let's bring... Gonna get stuck.
Copy that.
We'll cool back down a bit. We'll bring...
Aye, aye.
What else have we got? Actually, you know what? We're going to be out of combat as soon as we are done here. So, yeah, I think what we'll do is we'll get the Cyclops up and moving first.
What's up, boss?
Commander.
Yeah, I think we'll get the Cyclops moving on up.
Gotcha.
And then we'll move the Zeus a regular move, but then we'll fire all of our LRMs. That'll be the kill. Yeah, but the Marauder is faster than the others, so I'm not really too concerned.
Roger that.
Alright, now all that we need to do is rendezvous
Reporting.
with
Enemy
Tempest's
vehicle
APC. So, let's go ahead and start sprinting. We're going to need... You know, let's put the Zeus towards the top of the
Roger
hill.
that.
The Cyclops, you can do something similar. The Black Knight will bring you over here.
Moving to position.
And Rannick, oh, you're stuck
Copy
behind
that.
some buildings. Okay, well, that's fine. That gives us a chance to put everybody else up where we can make use of their abilities.
Affirmative.
We'll bring... Actually, you know what? We'll put the Black Knight over here.
Consider me there.
Move into position.
And then we'll lead with these two around the APC while these guys provide fire support. That is the plan, at least. So, here we go.
Rolling.
We'll bring you there.
Move order received.
The Marauder, we will travel across,
Coordinates received.
and I think that should be decent enough.
On my way.
Alright. Enemy contact. Fantastic. The convoy is moving out, Commander. Can't get the pilot to talk over the comms, though. I've been hailing them since I set you down at the drop zone, and it's been nothing but radio silence on their part. I've been getting the same thing. There may be something wrong with their comms. Either way, they're rolling towards the extraction point. It won't matter why they aren't answering their comms if the beasts blow them to scrap. Agreed. Proceed with the plan. I have medical on standby on the dropship, just in case. Alright, that's good. Alright, so where are we at and where are the enemies? It does appear that... Ooh, Shrek PPC carrier. Okay, well, we'll definitely destroy that thing. I see a Shadowhawk 2H. LRMs, nothing too ridiculous. The AC-5 is going to hurt this thing a bit, but we're well armored, so I'm
Yes, Commander.
reasonably confident that we should be okay. Alright, so first things first, let's march. Actually, I think we'll just go ahead and sprint the Black Knight for the moment.
Waiting for
Although,
orders.
actually, no. Let's be smart here. Let's move the Marauder forwards.
On it.
Check that there's nothing else that we need to be aware of. Let's go for a precision strike and see if we can take out that pilot before he realizes we know about him.
Confirm.
Oh, and just like that,
That's a kill.
a sitting duck is no more.
Receiving you.
Alright, the Black Knight, we're not going to quite be able to get into position. Let's reserve for a second.
Reserving action.
Dancing Queen, can we melee that Shrek PPC carrier? No, it seems to be on the wrong part of the terrain for us to be able to manage that, or... Oh, hang on a second, we are short. That's very, very annoying. Well... Bother. What do we do? We've got 105 points there, we need more than medium lasers. I think we need to have a guaranteed... I think we need a guaranteed kill here. So we're going to go with a precision shot. And see what kind of damage we can cause. Yeah, that's actually not too bad right there. So we've already got the accuracy.
Coordinates received.
We're just not swinging too far around so we can still intercept some others. You are going to be destroyed. So let's aim for the side. Let's see, 120, 110... 88, 91, it's 3% difference. I think we just aim for the side. Oh, and it survives. Oh, bother. Alright, well, maybe we should have gone for the front. I guess that 3% really did make a bit of a difference. Okay, well, there's nothing we can do here, so we're going to reserve. We'll see what any of our friends can do. Again, they're not completely defenseless, and oh, here we go. It's a Thunderbolt, and it's already sprinting. Okay.
Orders?
That leaves us with the Zeus. We can happily go ahead, Flamers, Pulses, and then LRMs against the other. That should
Copy that.
be sufficient for what we need. Alright, so all that we need is 12 points. This should do it. Unfortunately, the Flamer won't really do any heat damage to this thing, but at least we do get some extra points of damage. 250s. Do we risk it? You know what? We've got enough of a terrain gap that I don't think that they're going to either be within vision of the PPC carrier or within, what do we call it? Yeah, or without terrain blocking, so I think we'll be all good.
Firing on multiple enemies.
Actually, we probably should have sent an LRM at that thing, but you know what? All's well that ends well.
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
Could have also maybe got that breaching shot on the Thunderbolt. Oh, and they have extra backup that I was unaware of. Okay, well, let us go ahead and sprint on forwards. I'm thinking, yeah, directly towards these guys is what we'll do. We'll use our jump jets to either land on the ridgeline or on the opposite side. What do we see here? Can you ping anything? Oh, okay. So you've got a tag. That's handy. How about the APC? Still yet to decide. No sensor locking or anything yet. Lots of misses. Alright, well, you know what? We should be alright. There's a second Thunderbolt right behind. Alright, so this thing is tagged, so 10% more damage from ballistic and energy.
Good to go.
That's fine. Let's go ahead and... our jump jets will put everything in range. I think we'll go...
Yes, Commander.
Actually, let's see. What have we got here? We've got pretty good shots on the Thunderbolt, but we have already tagged that thing. Maybe we go for the Thunderbolt at the back? Yeah.
Roger.
We'll go for the precision strike on him.
Got it.
And yet again, some very good shooting from Headhunter.
Hostile removed.
And then
Yes,
Cosmo. Yeah, let's use those jump jets. We're going to get nice and close. Yeah.
Up high.
And we'll see what we can do here. In fact, may as well go for the headshot as well. You never know, it might be easier than anything else. After all, there's a lot of armor for us to burn through in that center torso. Alright, well, 40% damage reduction did keep him in the game. Yeah, only down to 21 points.
Standing by.
Let's bring the Cyclops. Do we even care with the Cyclops? Maybe we just go ahead and reserve here. We've tagged him a few times, so we should be focusing on us rather than the APCs. Again, if we can get him that tunnel vision, we can sneak right on by him. Alright, we'll see what he does. I guess he could technically go in for melee, but it looks like, yep. He is more taken with us than the APCs. I guess that human instinct to survive is more important than being paid. So that means we can happily shuffle forwards a bit. We'll go ahead and we'll shoot at him, and we will do as much damage as we can. Yeah, that'll do for now.
10-4.
So there goes his evasion, but that is also another head hit, which is fantastic. At this rate, who knows, maybe one of the APCs might even get a lucky blow against him, and well, it will no longer exist. Yeah, what's he at? He's at 17.
Commander,
Alright, Zeus, let's see what you can
moving
do.
to position. Affirmative.
Alright, ammo explosions, LRM
Target
explosions. Looks like we've knocked out that pilot. It's not surviving. Good work there, people. Good work indeed. Alright, so now we have played escort missions before. We do know that once they make it to the final zone, we may get some extra people trying to have a last-ditch effort, but we'll see. Oh, we've lost sight of our battle mech escorts. We're currently obligated to stick with the convoy commander. Can't proceed without lance support. Okay. Careful there. Let's bring Cosmo back down here. Let's see that they do have that emotional support. I will stay out of their way.
On my way.
The Cyclops, we will march up over here.
Coordinates received.
The Zeus, I really don't know where they might send in extra reinforcements, but we will
On my way.
see what we can be prepared for. And then, you know what, we still need to provide emotional support, so we'll
Got it.
shuffle up over here and hopefully that will work. Yeah, having him fall behind is actually going to hurt us quite a bit in this mission, especially if they drop in last minute reinforcements. Oh, look out, Commander. We've got multiple enemy battle mechs on the field.
Hold this position, Commander. The package will be on its way soon.
Okay, so bad news bears for us. 45 tonner, 2 of those, and then a 65 and 75. Yeah, good thing we've got some bonus initiative, but even then that's going to be a bit difficult from where we're at right now. Black Knight, the Black Knight with the multi-targeting, he is a little far away for his, for tagging a few of those. Rannoch's a bit far back too, so we're not going to be able to take them out swiftly.
Waiting for orders.
Yeah, we're definitely finding ourselves up a creek without a paddle right about now.
Standing by.
Well, there's not all that much we can do. Just gonna have to grin and bear it. Alright, luckily that APC was moving pretty quick, so that Phoenix Hawk has not panned out too
Waiting
well.
for orders.
Let's get the Cyclops up into position and see who is the most dangerous next. Yeah, we'll try and intercept them with, yeah, obfuscating what we can.
Rolling.
Alright, so they have a Blackjack 1DB, so those are medium lasers and large lasers. We've got an Orion. Ooh, that's definitely going to be more of a problem. Okay, well, I think for now we can tank a couple of hits, so we will focus on the Orion first. The Blackjack's going to be annoying, but I think we can probably handle it. Those large lasers should only be doing about, what is it, 40 damage a piece? So again, it won't be good, but it's more likely to be survived rather than something like the AC-10 and all of those LRMs and things. So off we go. In fact, we're not really here for damage at the moment. Let's just go ahead and cool right back down again. And we'll save this for the heat for another time. Yeah, although, actually, hang on a second. That Blackjack's going to already have had a turn. Oh, that's fantastic. Okay, so, yeah, we only really need to worry about that Orion. Cool. Let's just go ahead and tag this thing.
Engaging target.
And let him know that there's bigger fish to fry.
Let's do this.
Alright, yeah, we've got a bit of ground to cover over here. I suppose... Oh, actually, you know what? We're going to reserve. I doubt we're going to get... Yeah, it's only the Gauss rifle which would be within range. And I'd really prefer something more than that. So let's hold off for a second. Alright, so the Orion is moving up. So far, so good. And then... Oh, we still need to tag the Phoenix Hawk and the Blackjack before the next round.
Standing by.
I think, you know what, our Zeus is in the right position to be able to do so.
Yes, Commander.
Well then, if that's the case... Yeah, I think we sprint our Black Knight to try and catch back up. Yeah.
Roger that.
Nothing
No
we do
shooting,
is going to
just
change
running.
the outcome of this next mech, so... It just is what it is. Okay, Catapult K2. Oh, that could hurt, but it looks like its shots were slightly apart, hitting different armored sections, so we are still all good.
Yes, Commander.
Alright, let's bring that Zeus forwards. We can target all other three.
Position confirmed.
Okay, crisis averted. So, got you, you, and you. We will fire the... what do we do? Blackjack. Let's aim one LRM-15. We do have the breaching shot, so that'll get past all of your armor. So everybody else elsewhere. The Phoenix Hawk, I think the pulses are probably a good choice. And then let's send off maybe a single LRM-10 to the catapult? No. You go to B, you go to C. Yep, LRM-15, just because that's a higher percentage, so more of them should hit the catapult and start doing damage there. Alright, let's see if that is enough.
Affirmative.
Alright, well,
Ready for orders.
I think that'll work out nicely. That Orion is now also within range, I think. Yeah, I suppose we may as well take the shot, and we'll probably be able to amble up close enough. In fact, yeah, even if we move to, say, here on the next round, we can still take out that catapult. Alright, it does look like saving a bit of time was worth it. Not moving until later. That way we can take out a few more of these things a little bit more efficiently.
Confirm.
Alright, so... Oh, we did get the kill. Okay, good work.
Target eliminated.
I wasn't quite sure if that was going to be the case. Another APC is taking some shots as it leaves, just to spite the Phoenix Hawk. That is good for us. More damage, please and thank you. There goes his evasion. And now we just have the last half of the APCs to get there, but at this stage, all the mechs should be focusing on us. And if I've positioned us well enough, there shouldn't, theoretically, be any stray shots heading towards the APCs too directly.
Good to go.
Alright, well,
Orders.
let's get that Marauder up and running. Do we even bother? That Phoenix Hawk's still yet to have a turn. The jump jets aren't going to make a difference.
Good to go.
Alright, I think we just move you forwards. It'll be whatever it is.
On my way.
Alright, I guess too we could technically take out the Phoenix Hawk, but realistically, I'm not that concerned.
Let her in. Target neutralized.
Alright. Oh, decent hit from the Phoenix Hawk. I guess we'll see if we can return the favor.
Damage minimal.
Yeah, you know what? That might be a good way to cool down. And do we have any arm mods on this thing? Not exactly, but
Standing by.
it should be all good. Alright, so... I guess we'll take what we can get. Wait, are we at the top of the round again? It does appear that that is the case. I don't remember moving the Zeus. Or the Cyclops. Alright, well, you know what? It makes no difference. Let's just shuffle on up. We'll target the Blackjack back there. You know what? Precision strike just for the sake of things.
Target confirmed.
Alright, well, there goes his armor.
Yes, Commander.
Alright, Dancing Queen, 115 in melee. I think that's going to be the most powerful you will be on the battlefield this time round. Yeah, see, the Phoenix Hawk doesn't like it when you go around and melee back.
Reporting critical hit.
Unfortunately, it doesn't appear that all the damage transferred. We just did it. Yeah. Ah, well. It is what it is. Alright, so what have we got? No, that's one medium
Waiting
laser.
for orders.
The Zeus. You know what? Maybe we just go ahead and melee this thing. Yeah, you know what? Let's go ahead and do that. Let's gang up on the poor little Phoenix Hawk.
I copy. Targeting for physical attack.
That's a solid kick right there. Flamer to insult. Yeah. Knocked down to the ground. I'll take it. Alright, so what are the others going to do? The APCs focusing on the Blackjack. Tagged him just for good measure. Very nice. Top of the turn is ours.
Receiving you.
Let's bring... Know what? You haven't got to shoot for a bit. Let's aim for the target on the ground.
Locked on target.
CT destroyed.
That's a kill.
And then...
Commander.
Well, you know what? We can finish off.
Location confirmed.
Here we go. One more precision strike. Let's go for the headshot, but if we miss, it's a good chance that it dies anyway.
Locking in. All weapons systems.
Alright. Lots of salvage for a mission we don't really need it for. Alright, the area's been cleared. We have the convoy, but they aren't answering their comms, and we can't get anyone to open the doors. Your ex and your kid, I don't know. We'll all find out once we've cut the doors open. Now get the hell out of there. We'll regroup in orbit. Kell out.
Mission successful.
Okay, so it sounds like things are getting a bit tense. And, well, we still might have another mission ahead of us. But to prevent any movie length episodes, what we might do here is we'll have a quick chat and see exactly what the go is. So we did get all of the bonus objectives completed for 920,000 C-bills. No kills for the Cyclops, but everybody else did well. Very nice there. And then salvage-wise, what have we got? The Orion? I think the Orion is where we will go. Okay, and we also got part of a blackjack and some miscellaneous weaponry. Not too bad. Yeah, at least we had the ability to collect some mech salvage. Could be a whole stack worse without it. Now, the convoy was full of corpses, everyone on it. All of Tempest's bodyguards, the drivers, everyone was dead. Tempest and Megan weren't among them, thank God, but you know what this means. Beasts of BattleTech have them. That's right, and they have since before we arrived on Viribium. The whole escort mission was a trap. Good on you for surviving it. Well, we're getting a third-party call. Kell says her name is Ree, and that she's in command of the Beasts of BattleTech. She wants to talk to you. Ree, as in Elwood Ree? Nah, can't be. Put her on screen. Kell, I was wondering if the Tempest's message would be enough to pry you away from your precious monastery. You aren't exactly the sentimental type. Looks like I owe her one. Or is it Megan I should thanks? Lovely girl, by the way. You should be very proud. You were one of mine, Ree. A Kellhound. Now you're what? Kidnapping children? What the hell is all of this? It's payback, Morgan. When you decided to go off on your own little spiritual retreat, you canned nearly 2/3 of us. We pledged our lives to you, and you cast us aside without a word of explanation. And while most of us survived your betrayal, my sister Bryn didn't. The grief swallowed her like a whirlpool, and you're to blame. Alright, we get it. What happens next? What do you think? Trial by combat is what happens. Bring whatever you want and we'll finish this, lance against lance. I want to see what you're made of, Morgan, and if you've got the guts to stand against me, I absolutely promise you that your fabled disappearing trick won't save you. I don't want to fight you. Hell, I don't even have a battle mech to pilot. My archer's still in mothballs on Zanaya. Then borrow another one. You're no stranger to making knee-jerk decisions, so use the impulsiveness and figure something out. Fight us. You owe us that much. What assurance do we have that you'll return Tempest and Megan if we agree to this? You've got my promise, both as a MechWarrior and as a Kellhound. That's an oath I'll never break, Morgan. You know I'm telling the truth. You're right, Ree. You win. You got your fight. Send us the coordinates. My people will meet you on the surface. We'll take Ree and her beasts on together, McAuliffe. You, 2 of your mechs, 2 of mine, and I'll take the field by your side. You're really sure we can trust her at her word? I think so, but the truth is, I don't know what choice I have. Ree's holding the cards right now, and this is the only hand I've got. Maybe not. I ran a trace on Ree's comm carrier signal. She was broadcasting from an abandoned armory on the planet's surface, just a few clicks away from the combat site. If we split our forces, we could attack that armory and stage a rescue attempt. Then it wouldn't matter if Ree was keeping her word, because we'd have Tempest and Megan. Good thinking, but if we're going to try it, we'll need to travel light. Any attempt to rescue Tempest and Megan goes off quickly and without a hitch, otherwise we'll just be putting them in more danger. You know your capabilities better than I do, Commander. What do you want to do? Support me in my fight with Ree, or make a run on the armory? There are risks either way. Alright, well, you know what? I think this lady is going to fight until the death of herself, so I think we need to oblige her in such an inclination and remove her from the table. So, if you trust Ree to keep her word, we should stick to the agreement. Our people will drop with yours. Alright, sounds like a plan, Commander. We'll see you on the field. Okay, so, you know what? We will come back with this mission in the next one. Hopefully it's a good resolution. So if you do want to see the conclusion to this flashpoint, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It is the best way to catch all future content, and I'll see you next time. So until then, thank you for tuning in to the Leviathan Cove. This is the Leviathan, signing out.